Hi, Neil Hansen here from FitnessWorks. Last week I did a post on how our thinking affects the way that we eat, as well as how we feel after we eat. Mainly because we don't pay attention to how foods really affect us. We're using somebody else's criteria about what's good or bad for us. One of the things I like to help my clients do, is a tool that I use myself, is something I got from a book called Mindful Eating, written by Jan Chosen Bays. And in her book she talks about the 7 different levels of hunger. And when you can fulfill multiple levels of hunger or understand where your hunger is coming from, you have a much better chance of fulfilling yourself on other levels and really feeling satisfied rather than mindless eating. And so the 7 levels of hunger that she talks about are eye hunger, which is how food appeals to you visually. Nose hunger, how food appeals to your sense of smell. Mouth hunger, how food appeals to you not only texture and temperatures, but also of course the tastes of sweet, sour, salt, bitter, as well as amino acids. And then there's stomach hunger, which is your hunger really being your stomach being hungry and sending you physical indications like a growling or pangs in the stomach. And then there's cellular hunger, which is something that your body may be asking for. For example, if you're craving salt, you may have a sodium deficiency, or if you're craving steak, your body may be requesting iron. And that's something that can be very useful in paying attention to before you choose to eat food. Ask yourself, what is my body asking for right now? And then the last 2 are mind hunger, which is your thoughts about what you should eat, when you should eat, and that can certainly get in the way and be confusing because you've learned and heard so much from so many other people. And then heart hunger, which is our emotional basis for eating. A lot of times we eat foods when we're stressed, or you choose to eat certain things like maybe a piece of pie because maybe your grandmother gave you a piece of pie when you were stressed when you were a kid. Point is, you have multiple levels of hunger. Most of us choose to eat from our stomach and our mouth, and that's usually it. Maybe we choose foods based on how we see them. You know, if it's unappealing, maybe we lose our appetite. But I ask you, if you're going to choose to eat something that you quote-unquote believe is bad for you, then I want you to sit back and ask yourself, what levels of hunger are you really fulfilling here? If it's visual, take a moment to really appreciate the beauty of the food. If it's scent or a smell, then I want you to take a moment to really let that waft and enjoy that. Satisfy that level of hunger for yourself. If it's mouth hunger, really taste your food. Feel the textures. Allow yourself to experience what the food is like in your mouth. Taste, texture, warmth, things of that nature. And then if you're appealing to your stomach hunger, eat, rest, let your body tell you how much is enough. Cellular hunger, certainly if before you eat, this is where it's very beneficial. Ask yourself what your body's requesting, but also after you've eaten, how did your body feel with that food? And then of course, heart hunger is the emotional. Are you fulfilling something that really would appeal to a deep level for yourself? And then mental hunger, make peace with the food before you eat it, things of that nature. Point is, if you could really take a moment to find multiple levels of satisfaction and really relish in each one of those, you're going to find yourself much more fulfilled, meaning that you're not going to have to eat as much, but also in a state of eating something that might be bad for you, at least that you believe might be bad for you, your body has a much greater chance of dealing with this food in a more positive state. So if you can find, say, 3, 4, or even 5 levels of satisfaction and really allow yourself to experience that, not only does it make the eating experience much better, but it puts your body in a much better state to handle the foods that you're eating. So I hope that helps you on your journey of weight loss and transformation, and thank you for watching.